Always an exciting time of year to get back with the guys and to come together in camp. Obviously, going up to Whistler is going to be fun. Get back on the ice with the coaches and get some more structure in the skates here, and it's a very exciting time of year to come together as a team every time.
What do you expect in your first training camp?
Well, I expect that, from what we saw last year to be have really good skates. He always would stop practice and take time to explain to us, these are very important skates. So we need to be focused out the gate. Try to work on our habits and make sure our details and our pace is high, because this is where you got to push yourself in camp. We got a lot of players fighting for jobs and spots, and it's going to be an exciting time over the next couple of days.
JT, what do you think this team is capable of with the changes, with the full season of Bruce, with Thatcher another year maturing as an elite goalie in this league? What do you think this team's also capable of doing?
Well, I just think competing in the playoffs and trying to win a Stanley Cup. I've talked about that before, where our expectation is to be playing when it counts in April, May, and hopefully June, and everything we work for is to try to be there competing, in the best of 7 series to try to win the Stanley Cup. So, I think we have the players here to do that. So I think it's very important we hit the ground running and kind of picked up from where we left off last year. And obviously last year shows how important it is to have a good start. So I think we're focused on that.
Where do you think you're better this year as a team? More depth?
Well, yeah, we just got more depth this summer, right? The guys that are young aren't that young anymore. Everybody's maturing and everybody's a little bit more experienced, and I think we're just getting better every year as a group. And like I said, it's important to come together in camp and get that level high of expectation and work ethic and pace and your habits and all that. So now's a good time to come together, like he asked.
JT, what have you seen even in the informal skates with the new guys? If you hit the century mark, if you're a 100-point team, that takes a lot of things out of the equation. You're probably in. Does this team have the potential to be a 100-point team?
Yeah, for sure. I think, like I said, if we just play like we did since Bruce got here last year, the results should take care of themselves. But we're just worried about having a good start. We're not putting expectations of how many points we think we're going to get this year. We want to be in the playoffs, and we know what that takes to get there. And like I said, all we can focus on is this camp and having good habits in camp and going back and having a good start to the season. So we're just going to try to worry about that and not get too far ahead of ourselves.
You're so dialed in on the things you can't control, JT, the way you play, the way you prepare. Getting your deal done, is that a peace of mind thing? I know it may not have bothered you going in because you're confident in your abilities, but just to get the deal done and now you can concentrate. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, obviously it means a lot for your organization to show that much respect and have that much faith in you. And obviously I've said it a million times how bad I wanted to be here. So to have that out of the way and can have full focus on camp here means a lot to me.
Oliver, in light of what you guys accomplished down the stretch last year, your thoughts on having essentially the same defensive group back together again to start this year?
Yeah, I love our back end. I thought we grew as a decor and as a team. So super excited about that. But obviously, like Miller said too, we need to have a better start than last year. So that's what we're really focusing on.
There's been a lot of talk about the possibility of you and Quinn potentially being paired together, whether that would be him moving to the right side or you. How comfortable would you be playing on the right side if that ends up happening?
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen yet, but obviously I think everybody wants to play with Quinn. Ask anybody in the league. I think they would like to play with him. So that would be great. But at the same time, I think, it's up to Bruce and what he thinks is the best for the team. So, but I would be up for anything really.
Oliver, with this idea of getting off to a good start, how does that come together in these next 10 days, 2 weeks over training camp and preseason? What do you have to do to make that happen?
No, I think it's great that we go into Whistler and spend a few days up there and kind of just be around each other. I think that helps a lot, but at the same time, I think it's a lot of work on the ice that needs to be done and build on last year. I thought we played really good the second half, and we need to get better and come together as a team. And I think the next 2 weeks are going to be huge.
And what are you expecting from Bruce Boudreau's first training camp?
No, it's going to be hard, like every year. It's just nice to have Bruce from the beginning and kind of get to work on some things that we didn't get to work on beginning of last year and kind of just get going. It'll be fun.
Bruce talked about on Monday about the fact we played so many minutes last year. He thinks there's a
when you can still give offensively. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I do. I thought I said it the end of last year that I thought my game in D zone was getting better, and I felt comfortable playing down low. But at the same time, I want to jump into plays and help Quinn out, putting up a little bit more points. But really, it's whatever they need me to do. Been in the league for a long time now, and I know that I can play in both sides of the rink. So I'm really excited about this year.
How does that dynamic change, Oliver, if you do play with Hughes? Because, you can't have two, somebody's got to stay home, right?
Yeah, I
How
know.
does that dynamic change for you if you guys are playing?
I mean, I think we haven't played together a lot. I was a few shifts last year, but at the same time, I think Quinn cares a lot about D zone as well, and I think he's reading the game better than anybody really. So I think if I go up and have the puck, he's gonna take a little bit more safety home. So I think that's just great to have two options like that. So it'll be great to try it out. We'll see.
JT, it's hard to imagine how you improve on a 99-point season, but how do you improve on a 99-point season?
Well, obviously, from a point total perspective, that's going to be hard to do. Like I've said to you guys a million times, I'm not really evaluating myself on points. Is it nice to produce for sure? But I think I could be a more consistent player at 200 feet of the rink. Maybe giving up a couple less to get a couple more type of mentality. And some of my favorite players in the league are 200-foot centermen. So I think that I want to try to push myself this year to really care a little bit more about my own end. And I always do, but I evaluate myself honestly, and I think I have a little bit more to give in the defensive end, and being more fresh for that end, and just making sure I take care of there before I go the other way. But I'm not putting an expectation on stats or points for me. Like I say all the time, if I play well and play solid and have my feet moving, I think I'll produce. So I'm just trying to focus on that.
Playoff teams are great in goal and really good down the middle. How do you like the way you guys stack up? The way you're able to deploy your centers this year?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not 100% sure what it's going to look like, but depth is not an issue for us, that's for sure. And obviously, Demko is one of the best in the league. So, I mean, I complete faith in our group, and I have a high expectation for us and a high standard and high accountability level for this group. So, I'm just excited to get to Whistler and get started, to be honest.